Hello and welcome to episode 22 of 316 Minecraft on the BiffaCraft server. As you can see, I'm in a boat. Actually, if I look here, I can see somewhere over here, probably under there, is where I died last episode. That was so depressing. But I just thought this was kind of the first view I've got of this area, I think, because I think I entered it when I was searching around for a base area. I'd already tried the seed in a creative world, so I've kind of picked a spot and just knew how to sail to it. I think I entered it from the sea. So I think the first bit I came into was, remember this wasn't a base here, it was just a cave, but there was a fairly, you can see where I've gone over the front of the cave there. So the first thing I saw would have been an empty cave here, and I lit it up and put a bed. I think I put some fences across the front, and then I think it was either that one or maybe it was this one, and these two caves weren't joined up. I discovered that there was another cave. I built a little tunnel through which has gradually got enlarged, and here's the other part. And while we're here, given that it's a day of showing things that we've built, I probably ought to show you the little upstairs bit that you probably haven't seen that much of. I never quite got finished, but it's this could have been another upstairs, but I never quite got sorted with that. But I did a bit of a design with dark prismarine and green glass and stuff. There was meant to be a better way to get up here at some point. Of course, we can't miss the item sorter. That was the other thing that I had great fun building. Ow! Really? Yeah, I had great fun building this towards the end of the series, actually. So this is quite a new thing. Let's have a take two for try. Yes, there we go. All the nice redstone. The beauty of this design, of course, is that you only need to put one item in the filter in order to, like you see, there's one item in there, and I've renamed cobblestone as kind of filler in there. So just one item. It just costs one item per kind of unit, but it's still got full overflow protection because of the way that this redstone circuit works. It's about 4 times the size of any other overflow protection, but I think it's worth it. It's basically 2 separate redstone circuits which will tile together and make sure that what happens in the next section doesn't affect what's happening in your section. So that's that. It's also got an upstairs, of course. Now bear in mind this wasn't part of the cave. The cave ended probably about here. So that's our item sorter, and if we go back here, we built an item elevator. Originally we had a a dropper elevator, I think, which kind of worked okay, but well, I say it worked okay, it didn't really. But yep, that's the new design for 1.9, which kind of, not quite, which does sort of work a bit. Well, it's not as neat as the 1.8 design, which was just awesome. So yeah, that's this anyway. And yes, I keep thinking about the fact that I died. It's an absolute tragedy. So yes, that's the item sorter. I'd like to show you the dock that we built ages ago, and was the source of my last fruitless rescue mission. I meant to get a piston door on here, and I never quite did it. Just on the end, I was going to build a piston door. There are some caves over there which I've lit up. So we're going to go for a bit of a sail, I think. Again, we're going to have to sail past the point at which I died, which is really upsetting. Have I mentioned that I died last episode? It was so depressing. Now I think, basically, if I go kind of opposite my base and sort of turn right, I've turned too far. Probably like this, maybe. And just sail here for about 800 blocks or so, 1,000 blocks. Oh look, down there's the area in which I died. Oh, come on. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, a few interesting things around here. There's, you see, back when I still had Elytra, I could jump off here and I could fly all the way over there. I managed once to get to Gamer Guy's base, but of course I died and I lost my Elytra. They've despawned. Did I mention that I died? Yeah. This is going to get boring, so it's quite an interesting sail, this, because at some point very soon we should see, there we go, there's a Guardian Temple which I never got to explore. The plan was to do it with Gamer Guy one day, and we just never got time. But you can see there are guardians spawning there. There's one. Hopefully there won't be too many that come and say hello. You can hear them though, and somewhere there is an Elder Guardian, or 3 Elder Guardians in there. And eventually, across this sea, we should come to Gamer Guy's base, which should be coming into view any moment. I think yeah, this is kind of the area, isn't it? Yeah. I think this might be something to look. There are torches on there. That's got to be Gamer Guy's base. So, yep, he's been doing all sorts of building. I don't want to give any spoilers if there's anything I've not seen. Catch up on his latest episodes. Those are the beacons we installed together, which was great fun. I'm just going to park up somewhere near this dock. That's the statue that we pranked. I'll just leave my boat somewhere here. Of course, we put a pink tutu on it. The pink tutu's gone. I don't know why he didn't like that. That's a complete mystery. So there we go. We'll go this way. I've got to say, he's done a lot of work on this since I first saw it. I mean, he'd done a lot of work when I did first see it, but he's a pretty talented guy. Definitely worth a subscribe. That's Gamer Guy's base. Beacons we installed the other day, obviously. And now into the Nether tunnel, because we had great fun building this as well, and I finally got it finished. You know, this was after the reset had been announced, so I just had to press a button to get a mine cart. Unfortunately, I had a minecart. Yeah. Do that to go into it. Launch minecart. Yeah, the most annoying thing about digging nether tunnels has got to be the odd pockets of lava you get. I didn't have too much of a job actually with this, but there were some annoying pockets of lava. I actually mined into one virtually as soon as I started digging up, which threatened to flood the hub with lava actually, but fortunately I managed to stop it in time. And I didn't die in that bit. No, I didn't actually die, so there we go. So this is our lovely Nether Hub, which we'll be seeing for the last time, I think. Lots of places that... Oh, I've already done a bit of a tour of my favourite places. I did need to come back... Where are we? I think it's in the green, is it? I did need to come back to my favourite wither killing area, well, wither skull farming area. I'll have a quick look and see if there's anything exciting happening. Is there anybody else on the server? No, just us. Everybody else has given up. But we're hardcore, we keep going. Let's have a look just what we can see. We're not going to spend too long in here. We're not going to... Let's just see what's on, because of course we haven't really got any decent armour, and we're probably going to get set on fire. So I'm going to have one quick go at this blaze, just see how different it is with lesser armour. I've still got... Yeah. I can still one-shot the pigman, unfortunately. There we go. Let's get the... Oh, wow. Knockback. I mustn't have had knockback on my other sword, because he's gone back miles, hasn't he? Any wither skeletons to find? No. I was rather hoping we'd find a wither skelly. Just for one last try at getting a skull. But it looks like that is not to be the case. Oh, we'll turn around. Turn around and we'll go right back out. Oh, there's one. Hello, sir. Do you want to play? Do you want to play with me? Do you want to play with me? Give me your skull. No, of course you don't. Because that'll be kind. We'll just take you out while we're at it. Remember, we do not have mending on our armour anymore. We'll go through here, and of course, might be worth going back through the end portal, because you might not have seen that for a while. We'll have a look at that. Which is invaluable actually, because when I died, first thing I did was I needed to get some levels, so I came to the Ender, although I have got my own XP farm, which we will be touring in a minute, just quickly. We have got the Ender, which is actually much quicker. But if ever the Ender broke, we would have that, you see. That was my thinking. Of course, it was very good at getting bones, although I didn't particularly need bones, but, you know, it's worth having. Go through here. Eat something. Eat something more. And a pearl. I used to fly down here with my elytra before I died. No, I've got to stop doing that. Right, let's go through here into the end. That's the ender of course that way, so we're going to go this way instead. We're going to go back through the end portal, which if I've set my spawn correctly, which hopefully I have, should just bring us back at our base. So let's have a look. Boom, there we go. We can even sleep. Perfect. So that's that. What else have I got to mention? We're just going to have a quick look at the XP farm, I think. Of course there's this staircase that we made. It's really just a convenient way to get down from upstairs. I think I would have liked to have a piston elevator. I should mention these, which Jordo very kindly did for me. He seems to have a real eye for doing these things, and they're cool. Except I kept mining into them when I was trying to make the item elevator. But never mind about that. In an ideal world, the item elevator would have gone right down to kind of near bedrock, so we could take things up from the mine. But given that there are so many farms on the server, I didn't particularly need to use the mine. So there we go, just a quick talk through this. You turn it on, you press start, the lights go off in there, skellies spawn while they're just working their way down the water canals. I will just give you a quick look at the redstone. We've got quite a simple filter system here, just to split off the bits we don't need from the bits we do need. So we save arrows, we save bones, and we ditch everything else basically, which goes and burns in this this burning netherrack here. So that's that. Oops, if I go, oh yeah, that's the hopper chain that takes it down into those chests. If you look through here, we've got various bits of redstone. We've got lots of gadgets up here. I know I've shown you this before, but I'm quite proud of it. There is, yeah, we've got a way of detecting that the storage system's full. We've got a way of detecting when you've got enough mobs on the pressure plate downstairs that you would be able to get 30 levels, and that makes a sound like this, which I've always really liked. I thought that was quite clever. All that is just item in a hopper. Simple as that. I wonder if I can get back this way. I probably can. Yes, I think I can. Oh, we're up here. Right, okay. So that's that. Hopefully we'll have some skellies. Oh no, I'm probably running too far away from the spawner, haven't I? Are we in peaceful? I didn't feel like it was in peaceful when I got killed by a zombie. Did I mention I got killed? No. There they go. So basically those go up about 30 blocks ish, something like that. I can't remember how much. What level are we on here? We're level 40. Yeah, they must go up 20 odd blocks, 20, 30 blocks, however long it is to that a fall will bring them down to like half a heart of health or whatever. Like, yeah, and they become a one punch kill. Of course I can all that redstone behind there that I just showed you basically did basically was a timer, because to reduce lag we like to make sure that stuff doesn't run for longer than half an hour. I'm going to press stop now. Of course these are a one punch kill like that, and you get the XP, and all the loot goes into these. So there we go. So I think that's probably enough of the spawner. There is one more thing I must mention, which is something again I never quite got to, which is brewing. I've never brewed anything, I don't think. I don't think I have anyway. Not that way. I was very proud of this area, by the way. It was a bit random really, and it's not my building style at all, but I thought I'd just try this sort of random overgrown look. And you know what? I think it works alright for me. I can't believe I died. Yeah, what I wanted to show you was this area. Now, this is not properly finished. It was meant to be a sort of kind of semi-automatic brewing station, which I never quite did. I kind of rushed this the other night very quickly. This is kind of the chest at the back where you put the ingredients in. At the moment everything has to go into one chest because the way I've got it just makes it a pain really. but we could at least see if we can brew anything. For some reason I seem to have water bottles in all of these, which are a bit pointless. But what I think we'll do is we'll just do... of course, yes, they've... this is what happens, isn't it? They get replaced from the automatic system. I really should have put proper water bottles in there, so we're going to put that in there. We're going to put a piece of nether wart in there. So hopefully we should get some... Yeah, what are we actually going to brew? I haven't given any thought to what we're going to brew, so that'll just give us awkward potion. But at least we can brew something. At least we can brew something. I wonder if we have brewed anything this time. Awkward potion, no effects. Fine, whatever. What we could do is get some puffer fish, and we could make... That should give us potion of water breathing. And is it redstone we need to extend that, and is it gunpowder we need to turn it into a splash potion? Well, we've got both those things downstairs, so we'll go and get those. I'm determined to do something constructive in this episode. So, where are we? I think there's gunpowder over here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Why have I not got gunpowder? This is just very strange. I'm sure I had... maybe it's in a chest. Could well be in one of the chests. I think what we'll do is go up here. It might be in one of the mob drop chests, mightn't it? Possibly. You know what? I don't think we need it to be a splash potion at all. So I think it's fine as it is. So what we'll do is we'll... Can we add redstone to it? What does that make? Does that make an extended length one? I think it probably does. And you see, I've never been in the situation where I've needed blaze powder for a brewing stand, so I can't have done any brewing before in Minecraft 1.9. Okay, potion of water breathing. Local brewery. There we go. I wonder how I'm doing with my achievements. I probably ought to just check if I can remember how to get to them. Oh, let's make a cake. Wheat, sugar, milk and eggs. Okay, we can do that. I'm sure we can do that. Wheat, sugar, milk and eggs. Let's finish by making a cake. Because cake is not a lie, remember. Food. Sugar. I have milk, you know. I lost it when I died. Ah. Milk, milk, milk. Surely we've got... we have got some wheat. I need to get some sugar, actually. Surely I've got some sugar cane somewhere. Well, anyway, we can go up here and quickly get enough to make a cake anyway. We're here at the Sugarcane Farm. We're going to mine a bit of this sugar. It's probably going to be enough, you know. Tree farm was very successful as well. Ow, I missed. This all used to be a lake here, but I filled it in because I was fed up of it. Okay. So, first person to tell me how you make a cake, because I never make them, you get a prize. Not really. Of course, I do need to mention the beacons. Lots of beacons. And there's a control panel here for them. There's one that's turned off, which I think is haste. Yes, there we go. And now you can see it is. And how that all works is... Oh, if I take you in this little control room... Oh, I'm so bad at doing doors, particularly when there's jump boost on. Right, there we go. And haste and stuff like that, and speed. There we go. This is all the redstone lines coming up from the control panel, and pistons just shut off the beacons where necessary. So we're going to go back here. This is this lovely area we made out here, of course. This little staircase. I quite like this staircase design. I might use this in the next season. We'll see where we end up. I kind of needed a way of getting up to the tower from the inside, so I built that little kind of glass covered kind of walkway, which I think looks okay. I'm not entirely sure on the wisdom of having a beacon in the middle of a ladder, but never mind about that. I saw this in a Mumbo Jumbo video once. He did that, I think, was it Hermitcraft Season 3? Something like that. I never watched Mumbo Jumbo much in Season 3, although I do like Redstone. I watched Izuma more, I think, but I got a bit fed up in Season 4 because he did that log fellas thing. We built little farms up here. And of course we've got the beacons. There was going to be more of these kind of rings going round a bit higher up, but we never quite got there. But we've got carrots we can have. Let's mine a few carrots. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching this series of BiffaCraft. I've really enjoyed making it, and I was going to take my helmet off, but I can't because I've got no inventory space. Such good fun. I've really enjoyed it, and it's my first time kind of properly playing on a server really, so that's been quite an experience. But it's been great fun because people are so kind, people are really nice on this server, so consider supporting Biffa via his Patreon page, which is linked in the video description. If you want to play on this server, it's good fun. Anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this series, and we'll see you in the next episode. Just a quick bit of news as well. I think I'm also going to be playing on Biffinity this time around. Biffinity isn't resetting, but I've really fancied playing modded. So I think we're going to be starting a series on Biffinity very soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.